In the continuation, let us have a brief explanation about the assembled stairs. Firstly, we select the stairs. Afterwards, which this assembled stairs. Then you can choose one of the types. I select the first one, then I open edit type. I duplicate to create a new type since I don't want to manipulate this type. So if I duplicate, then we can change its properties. Anyway, here we got the maximum riser height, for instance, minimum thread depth, minimum run width, and calculation rules that are the same with the cast in place. Okay, 300 for actual thread depth, and then we get back to the stir calculator. As you can see, we can define a formula for it that if I multiply 2 into 166.7, this would be the result. Then I added the 300s, 633.4. Then I import the value. OK and OK. Then here we got 24 number of risers, as you can see. After that, I want to start drawing them. Let's see. Like this way. And like this way. Check it out. And then I finish it. And the setting will be applied here if we change it in the visibility graphic, and this is the stair path. We open the 3D view and then we select the stairs. Look at this. In edit type or type properties, at first in supports, as you can see here, we got these stringers as we talked about them. However, we call them as supports in Revit, but the other name is stringer. Then we can control the right one and also the left side. As you can see, right support and the left support. And also we can control the middle support as well, that are independent to each other. For instance, we can delete it or remove it. Watch this. Here this support has been removed. Again, I select it, I open edit type. Then if I set it to closed, then you'll see. If I set it to open, watch this, and then we can specify the right lateral offset when we set the stringer or support to the open, but when we set it to close, we cannot specify the offset of the lateral offset actually. Check it out. Again, I set it to stringer close. That right now the right offset lateral is not available for us. Here in right offset or a stringer, we can get access to the properties of these stringers. Firstly, we can define a material for it. For instance, I search for metal, iron, or whatever. Let me see to check what do we have. I scroll down to check the items. For instance, this steel, apply. Check it this. This is the applied material. Here from section profile, if I open the drop down list, I can define a new profile for these stringers. However, we can model a new profile in family file and then replace the new stringer. So for modeling a new profile for a stringer, we need to click on file, new, family, then we should specify the suitable or Let's see, appropriate metric profile template file for the profile. Then we open the template file. Then we set the profile usage to stringer or star support. No, they are the same. And then I model a geometry. For instance, I start from the center point or from the intersection between these two reference planes, 250, something like this. I just want to check how we can position it. I save this file as, let me specify the file path by this way, file, then assigning the name ir dash stir support profile. Then I load it into the project. Then if I select these stairs, opening edit type, opening the stringer type, then I can replace the new section profile and then I apply it. Apply and OK. Let's check it out. By this way it is replaced for the supports. But note that when we specify a custom profile, then you'll see that some parameters will be removed. Watch this. So when you are modeling a customized profile, you have to put the parameters into consideration. You have to associate some parameters to control them. But here we do not have specified any parameter. I move it and then I reload it into the project. We select these stairs, opening edit type, opening the stringer profile, and here as you can see we got the flip section profile. Watch this. In the next one we got a structural depth on run that we can define the run. Watch these. Structural depth on run 0 and structural depth on landing. Let me show you the landing. Watch this. The support is connected to the edge of the landing. And then for the dimensions and also the sizes of the profiles, we have to consider it in the family template file. We increase it, deleting these parts, 30 and 60 for the other part. And also we can use spline to draw a curve at this part. No, we are customizing the support or stringer for this stair. Then I save the file, I load it into the project. Watch this, this is the result. So you can customize the profiles for the stringers for your project based on your needs. I set the default stringer support. If we set it to default, still we got the flip section profile. If I choose C channel, if I flip it, watch this, you can change the direction of the profile using flip. And in the continuation, structural depth on run, which is the distance between the support to the run. Watch this. The next one is structural depth on landing, which is the distance from the landing to the stringers or supports. And the next one, total depth. Look, no, total depth is related to the default profile section of the stringers, but if we want to customize a new one, we have to associate this parameter again. Apply and OK. This is the result and this has been added. OK, we select it, opening edit type. In the next part we got the same thing but at the left side. Watch this. Again, we can change the profiles, we can remove them by setting the right and left support to none, but we can enable the middle support. Watch this. Right now we got the middle support at the underside of the stairs. Look, let me open edit type, and here we can create a new middle support, assigning a material, changing the sizes. But note that when we use it, the middle support on the stairs, it is not applied on the landing, it is only applied on the runs, as you can see on the screen. But if you want to apply it on the landing as well, we have to delete or remove the middle support, and then using the right and left supports. But left support, I set it to open like this way, then we can move it or consider the offset to move it to the center, and right now the support is covering the landing as well. Watch this, 300s. Don't forget that I recommend you to apply this on the exterior one, but just try to specify an offset, the left lateral offset, to place them at the center, at the middle of the runs. So then you'll have the runs at the underside of the landing as well. Look, let me open the plan view. Check this out. I set it to wireframe visual style. Let's see from the 3D view, from the top view, wireframe visual style. As you can see, we got it almost at the middle. Then I can select it and work on it more. For instance, here in the left support, offset, lateral offset, I duplicate it, stir, center, support, SUP, or supports. I click on OK. Afterwards, we can define a material. It is predefined, and we can increase the width like 300s. Look at this. This is the result. And let me see, for the left lateral offset, 350 millimeters at the both sides. Watch this. We got the supports, we got the